Internal issues are Jira issues that you create for your organization to cover events like vacations, sick days, travel time, onboarding, or company events. So why do internal issues matter? Basically, they help you organize the time tracked in your organization. Employees can plan or log all of their hours to the correct issue no matter what it is. And any time logged to an internal issue is automatically excluded from being billable, which matters when you run reports later on for accounting purposes. In this video, I'll walk you through how to create and configure internal issues for your organization. So the first thing to do is to create a Jira project to house all the internal issues, just to make it easier to manage them. I've already created this project called Greenergy Internal Issues 2025, and it's generally good practice to create internal issues for only 1 year at a time, and I'll get into why that matters at the end of this video. You can also use multiple Jira projects if you have a complex setup. It doesn't matter where the internal issues are coming from when you configure them in Tempo. So I've already created most of the issues here, and notice that the internal issues have no assignee, and they remain unresolved until you close them, such as at the end of the year. Now I need to create another issue, called Biking Day, which is a specific company event. These issues also don't have any original or remaining estimate specified. So I'll create that, and it appears in my project here. Now I'll configure these issues in Tempo. Doing this tells Tempo which issues should be treated as internal ones. And note that you need to have the Tempo administrator permissions to configure these issues. So I'll go to Settings here and select Internal Issues. You can see that I've already added most of the issues here. And now I need to add the one that I just created for Biking Day. I'll click Add, and I'm done. So let's take a look at where internal issues are used in Tempo. In Timesheets, it's easy to find them on the Internal tab that's in the Issues side panel, and in the Log Time form. In Capacity Planner, you can plan for any of these events, and as in Timesheets, you can easily find them on the Internal tab here on the side panel, and in the Plan Time form. In Log Time reports, you can see that the hours logged to internal issues are not billable, so that keeps your data clean. And if you're tracking revenue in Financial Manager, internal issues are not considered as billable, so they're automatically removed from any revenue calculations. Now let's cover some best practices for using internal issues. Because all employees in your organization log time to the same internal issues, there can potentially be thousands of work logs created on a single internal issue. There's a limit on the number of work logs that can be associated with a single Jira issue, so exceeding this number can be a real concern, especially if you have a larger organization. So there are two ways to prevent this from becoming a problem. First is to create a new internal Jira project and issues every year, like I showed you in this video. The second is to aggregate all work logs created on an internal issue per day by opening the logging time options and selecting the aggregate option here. And here's another best practice. You can create internal type Tempo accounts to organize the hours logged to internal issues. And this is useful when your internal issues are spread across multiple Jira projects and you want to aggregate the log time from all of them in one Tempo account. So with all the internal issues created and configured, the employees in your organization can now easily plan time or log time to these issues. And managers can get the clean reports on that data that they need.